on Sunday, May 29th.
This is game time like
The world will be watching.
This crowd is going crazy.
When All Elite Wrestling takes over Sin City.
This is what you live for if you're a wrestling fan.
In the most anticipated event of the year.
AEW, truly the home of professional wrestling.
From the fight mecca of the world.
We promise you an epic night.
Cause we champions, game time.
AEW presents Double or Nothing, live.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to AEW Dark. I'm Excalibur, joined by Taz, and we're diving straight into the action.
The opening contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Accompanied by Satnam Singh and Sanjay Dutt from Elizabeth, New Jersey, weighing 223 pounds, Jay Lethal.
Taz, last Friday night on AEW Rampage, Jay Lethal, Konosuke Takeshita had an incredible one-on-one contest, but the intervention of Sanjay Dutt and Satnam Singh proved to be crucial for Jay Lethal to score the win.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that's what friends are for, as the old saying goes. I mean, so having friends in high places, and when a guy like Singh, he's really high up there. Damn near giant. Well, he is a giant, I should say. Now you see Jay Lethal all over this team.
Yeah, Lethal getting a jump on Jake Something here before the bell. Something was staring down Satnam Singh, and that once again proved to be a mistake. The Jay Lethal, since really the arrival of Samoa Joe here in AEW, he's had a rough edge to him, and it's only made even rougher by Sanjay Dutt and Satnam Singh's presence.
Whoa, look at this.
Jake Something, though.
Yeah, Jake Something not feeling the effects of that delayed vertical suplex. Wow.
Jay Lethal breaks the grip, lands the knife edge chop, Something while swinging a miss, another one, and well, big body block.
Yeah, it kind of looked like a leapfrog, but it wasn't. Just took his body and just drilled Jay Lethal right in the face area.
And now building up some momentum, goes over the top rope, crashes on Lethal on the outside.
Won't celebrate now, Mr. Something. Watch the big man and get Jay Lethal back in that ring and try and cover him or something. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Jake Something keeps getting his attention diverted by Satnam Singh. And I mean, it cost him earlier. Will it cost him right now? Jay Lethal able to avoid the shoulder in the corner.
Yeah, you can't take too long when you're trying to keep offense on a veteran like Jay Lethal. You just can't waste time.
Lethal combination there, the backbreaker, the flatliner from Jay Lethal. Usually the precursor to, instead, Jay Lethal opts for the mounted punches, raining down right hands on the head of Jake Something.
Yeah, Lethal's he's been through it all and back, right? He's been through everything in the industry, he knows what he's doing, battle-tested, from being an opening match guy to a mid-card guy to a full-blown main event and champion. This guy's done it all. He's very respected everywhere.
Lethal sent off into the ropes, picks the ankle of Jake Something now, looking for the figure four once again.
Cradle.
Jake, though, the cradle only gets the 2 count.
Good job by Jake there on that cradle. That was a good job, and those double chops are really good.
Yeah, the cross chops, but then Jay Lethal, the boot to the midsection, the hammer throw reversed by Jake, and Lethal leapfrogs over, puts on the brakes, and there's a huge spear in the corner.
Might be a big upset here.
Yeah, it would have been a huge upset had Jake Something scored the win there. Jay Lethal has been on an absolute roll as of late, and it seems like a collision between Jay Lethal and his former mentor, Samoa Joe, is imminent, Taz.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, we've seen it. Joe, he's got to come out with an equalizer in hand in the past with a weapon, because it's a 3-on-1 situation, with Singh and with Sanjay and Jay Lethal. But yeah, no doubt, Joe is zoned in on Jay Lethal.
Jake Something looking for the superplex, but Jay Lethal landed right hands to the midsection, to the ribs, and delivers a headbutt, knocks Jake back into the ring.
Now can Jay Lethal finish him off right here? You got Jake Something down and out.
Jay Lethal perched up on the top rope and drops the elbow.
Hey, one more. Get up there. One more.
And
One more.
Sanjay Dutt calling plays, saying one more elbow drop.
Yeah, Sanjay Dutt, almost like an interactive coach or player coach per se, on the outside.
And Lethal drops the second elbow. And again,
You see that,
Telling Joe.
This is gonna
He's
happen
telling
to you.
Joe, this
Get
is
the
you,
hell
buddy.
out of something.
Jay Lethal, after 2 consecutive elbow drops, comes back to lethal injection.
So impressive.
What's gonna happen to you, Joe?
And the message once again delivered to Samoa Joe by Jay Lethal. Lethal scores the win here in our opening contest.
The winner of this match, Jay Lethal.
Jay Lethal continues to impress,
What's gonna happen to you? What's gonna happen to you, Joe?
and he
I hate you.
continues to fixate on Samoa Joe.
Oh, you wanna see something? Joe, I hope you're watching.
Well, Lethal's got directed
Jay
traffic out here, yeah.
I don't think he's done. I mean, this is similar to what we saw this past Friday on Dark. Sanjay Dutt now laying the boots to Jake Something, and Satnam Singh being instructed. It just delivers a massive size 17 boot into the face of Jake Something.
And I don't know, maybe Singh's not done. He's signaling for maybe a choke slam here.
Oh, Satnam Singh, Jake Something. I mean, he's close to 240, 250 pounds, and Satnam Singh just making it look easy with the choke slam.
Joe, come on, let's hear for Joe, because he ain't coming out.
Well, Jay Lethal victorious here tonight to kick off AEW Dark. And I cannot wait for the collision between Jay Lethal and Samoa Joe that you know has got to be coming soon.
Tomorrow on TBS.
It's gonna be a special night.
The Owen Hart Foundation Tournament kicks off with Darby Allin versus Jeff Hardy and Adam Cole versus Dax Harwood. Plus Ricky Starks defends against Jungle Boy and MJF and Wardlow's contract signing.
I got a couple conditions, buddy.
AEW Wednesday Night Dynamite live tomorrow at 8 on TBS.
Here we go, another one-on-one contest here on Dark. Excalibur, check it out. We got Dark Order's Alex Reynolds ready to rock and roll against Mr. Manning.
Join the Dark Order.
The following contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied by Evil Uno and Dark Order number 10, from Long Island, New York, weighing 204 pounds, Alex Reynolds.
Big time singles match coming up next here on AEW Dark. Alex Reynolds and the Man Scout, Jake Manning. You saw a quick glimpse of Manning reviewing his Scoutmaster's manual there, hopefully gaining some insights into the technique and the strategy of Alex Reynolds.
In a Boy Scout book?
And his opponent from Troop 83, weighing 205 pounds, the Man Scout, Jake Manning.
Hold on a second. I don't think Manning realized he's not wrestling like Bear Country. If he was wrestling Bear Country, now he's reading the right book. Right now you're wrestling Alex Reynolds. You should be reading about the Bears. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, Ted.
Okay, I'm just pretty, I'm just trying to point out the obvious here. He's
No,
got a
I
book
know.
reading about bears. What the hell's going on?
Well, I'm gonna use this awkward conversation as a segue to say that Alex Reynolds is from Long Island, and tomorrow night AEW Dynamite will be emanating from the UBS Arena on Long Island, and we will have CM Punk going one-on-one with Dark Order and Long Island's own John Silver. The Owen Hart Foundation Tournament kicks off tomorrow night with 3 big matches, both in the men's and women's brackets. Darby Allin and Jeff Hardy, one-on-one. Adam Cole versus Dax Harwood of FTR. And then on the women's side, Toni Storm and Jamie Hayter face off, looking to advance. All of that and so much more tomorrow night live at 8/7 Central on TBS.
It's a massive episode, live episode of Dynamite tomorrow night for sure. Excalibur off Long Island. over there in Elmont, Nassau County. So it should be pretty strong show for sure tomorrow night.
Big crossbody by Alex Reynolds. Drop kick delivered. Takes down the Man Scout, Jake Manning. And Taz, are you going to have your driver take the rolls, or are you going to take the helicopter?
Well, I'm leaning. Oh, you see, Reynolds got the book over here. You know, we got a lot of public libraries on Long Island. Alex knows this book is not in his name. He shouldn't read it. But I'll probably, I bought a new jet. I bought a new 2-seater jet.
Oh!
So I might just fly the jet out. I got a guy who flies me around. So I might just take the jet. I park it in the driveway, and I'll be there in like 5 minutes.
So it seems like it would take a lot longer to get up to altitude. Like you'd have to go way out, you know, over the ocean, get up to altitude, and then
we don't go 30,000, bro. Let me interrupt you while you're trying to figure this out.
Yeah.
We don't go 30, 40,000 feet in the air with this jet. It's a hover jet. It only goes about maybe 25, 30 feet in the air, but it goes like 300 miles an hour. Yeah.
So I didn't realize you had a hover jet. I knew you had the helicopter.
Right.
I knew you had the Learjet, but not the hover jet.
Well, it's getting painted, and it should be done by Wednesday. So black and orange.
Black and orange. Yep. Oh, look at this Russian leg sweep here by the Man Scout. He floats over, lateral press. Just a 2 count, says referee Mike Posey.
Jake Manning, he's got the whole Boy Scout gimmick. Okay, he's obsessed with being a scout leader and playing around in the woods. But he could go in the ring. He's very talented between the ropes. He knows what he's doing. And Reynolds now trying to fight out of this rear chin lock.
Elbows delivered to the midsection of the Man Scout. Jake Manning hits the ropes, but Alex Reynolds hits the lariat. The hammer throw into the corner, reversed by Manning. Nobody home. Alex Reynolds comes charging in. Big back elbow strike. And Reynolds, corkscrew uppercut, takes down the Man Scout.
Yeah, good job by Alex Reynolds. Flying around the ring here, knows what he's doing. Well done, good offense, and he's not done.
Oh, look at that. The cutthroat neck breaker by Alex Reynolds. A 2 count only, though.
And it's rare, you mentioned, John Silver wrestling tomorrow night on Dynamite, but it's usually you see John Silver and Reynolds as a duo with the Dark Order as a tag team.
Yeah, tonight Reynolds going one-on-one here on Dark. Tomorrow night, John Silver taking on CM Punk. Wow, wild swing and a miss by the Man Scout with that book. And I'm not sure how much damage the paperback would have done.
Nice catch.
Nice catch, nice elbow. And Alex Reynolds hooks the near leg and scores the win.
The winner of this match, Alex Reynolds.
Interesting, very interesting turn of events right there, but Alex Reynolds is your winner.
Alex Reynolds lands the big elbow to knock out the Man Scout, Jake Manning, and score the win here tonight on Dark. And there you see Evil Uno. And number 10, the Dark Order showing their support. And oh, wait a second. That's Cesar Bononi and Tiger Huas. A blindsided attack after the bell. Wow. Completely uncalled for, completely unprovoked.
I like it, though. I like it. The 2 men out of Brazil with that blindside attack.
I know you don't want to give me your gun. However, I have a little gift for you.
Did you load up a monster bong?
मेरी लाइफ दी सब तो वड्डी opportunity मैट हार्डी दिंदा मैनूं. He offered me a spot in HFO. मेरा childhood hero offering me a spot in HFO. That was a big thing for me, man. And what happened after? कुछ नहीं मिला. I didn't get the opportunities I deserve. Nothing. ਸਾਡੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਹੀ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਸਾਰੀ ਦੇਸੀਆਂ ਦੀ. ਜਿਹਦੇ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਵਿਸ਼ਵਾਸ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਵਿਸ਼ਵਾਸ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ. ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਸਟਾਰ ਬਣਾਉਂਗਾ. What happened? ਪੁੱਛਿਆ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਣ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ. And now, Andrade is my new boss. And Andrade, I hope you see the talent that Matt couldn't see. I hope ਤੈਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਹੀਰਾ ਦਿਖ ਜੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿਖਿਆ. ਇੱਕ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਸਟਾਰ ਇੰਟਰਨੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਟੈਲੈਂਟ ਨੂੰ ਪਛਾਣ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ and I really hope so that you have that eye but ਜੇ ਤੂੰ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰੇਗਾ bro ਜੋੜੇ ਨੂੰ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਦੱਬੋਗੇ ਨਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਦੱਬੋਗੇ ਜੋੜਾ ਉਨਾ ਹੀ ਤਕੜਾ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਨਿਕਲੂਗਾ ਤੇ ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਸਮੇਂ 'ਚ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਰੋਕ ਪਾਊਗਾ ਜੋੜੇ ਦੇ ਜੋੜ ਨੂੰ
Tag team action coming up next here on AEW Dark. Austin and Colton, the Gunn Club, with their daddy, Billy Gunn, in the corner. Big Daddy Taz.
Daddy. Big Daddy.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 447 pounds, the team of Colton and Austin Gunn, the Gunn Club.
Taz, we're here in AEW Universal, and, you know, I mean, we would never stoop to the levels to call the Gunn Club the Ass Boys. We would never do that, unlike
I don't believe
the crowd here in Universal.
I guess Billy didn't realize that the music was playing and it was time for him to come out. He was a little late, so Austin had to go get him. Yeah, no, I would never, ever allude to Billy and Colton as the Ass Boys. They're the Gunn Club.
Well, Billy was actually taking a big drink from the 60-gallon drum of water that he carries around with him at all times.
Gigantic drum.
And their opponents already in the ring, the team of Warren J and Zach Zilla, Fly Dev.
That is Zach Zilla on the right, Warren J on the left. They are Fly Deaf, and they are going to take on the Gunn Club. And Taz, very interesting turn of events we've seen over the last couple of weeks. The Acclaimed has made a play to make an alliance with the Gunn Club, and Austin and Colton said that they needed to get their dad's approval for it. And I mean, you know, that's interesting for two gentlemen in their mid-20s to still require their dad's approval. But you know,
really,
I mean, who am I to judge?
Well, I might have a son in his early 20s, and he don't look for my approval on anything. But that's a whole other story.
That's for damn sure.
Yeah, let these guys fly on their own. What do they got to ex Daddy for? Colton and Billy. You don't have to ex Billy, Colton, and Austin. You ex me. Don't even ex your dad. I'll help you.
Would you counsel Austin and Colton to join forces with the Acclaimed?
I would. I think the Acclaimed is a good move to do business with the Acclaimed and have some kind of alliance. I think Austin and Colton would be great with Caster and Bowens. I think it would be a good, you know, 4 guys that have some synergy.
Well, I mean, you know, the Acclaimed are a team that have been ranked not only in the top 5 multiple times, but even reached the #1 ranking.
Yeah.
And so, you know, they're pretty formidable doing. Oh, Billy Gunn just sweeping out the legs of Warren J behind the referee's back.
Yeah, ref never saw it to your point, and Austin and his dad had good chemistry on that right there.
I just want to remind everybody that next week, AEW returns to Houston, Texas on Wednesday, May 18th for AEW Dynamite. Tickets still available right now at AEWTIX.com. It's actually at the Fertitta Center. The copy doesn't even include that, but I know where it is, Taz, because a good broadcaster.
Love that place. You're a pro. You're a 2-time champion of the year, whatever the hell you are. Here comes Colton now. It's just kind of a champion you are. I don't know, whatever they call you. Oh, my God.
Oh, Colton Gunn laying the boots into Warren J in the corner. And the fans continue to chant ass boys at the Gunn Club, and it doesn't seem like Billy's doing anything to help, Taz.
Yeah, it's very disrespectful. I'm surprised Billy, but it seems like it doesn't bother him that his sons are called ass boys, because he was Mr. Ass. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that.
I mean, yeah, it's well known. That's you know, I mean that's what Colton says. You know, you're like, oh, hello, Mr. Colton Ass, and he's like, no, Mr. Ass was my father.
Well, now Colton
ends
up his back got tagged to his brother.
Yeah, the blind tag, Austin Gunn.
Jeez.
Really rattled himself, and Warren J launching off the back, makes the tag out to Zach Zilla. Zach Zilla, a couple clotheslines there for Austin Gunn. Swing and a miss by Colton. Zach lands the drop kick.
Yeah, good drop kick right there. And he's wearing out Austin in that corner.
Oh, I don't know if I would have made the tag out to Warren J there after the beating that Warren's taken thus far. And now the scoop and the slam by Zagzilla. Warren J will do a slingshot elbow drop over the top. Trying to go for the cover. Austin made a crawl towards the middle, and it was a very well-timed crawl. It allowed Colton Gunn to come in and break things up.
Good save by Colton. Now Colton getting rid of, whoa, wait, watch out here.
Swing and a miss, but that one connected, and now Austin Gunn, the quick draw, the hook of the leg, and the win.
The winners of this match, the Gunn Club.
Well, whether the crowd here at AEW Universal is calling them ass boys or not, you have to call them winners. The Gunn Club, Austin and Colton, scoring the victory here tonight on Dark.
All right, we keep rolling here on Dark, and we have this matchup here. Interesting. Chaos Project's own Serpentico against the captain, Sean Dean, right now on Dark.
The following contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied by Luther, from San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing 175 pounds, Serpentico.
Taz, a couple days ago was Mother's Day here in the U.S. I'm not sure if it's Mother's Day around the world.
Oh yeah, everywhere in the world. They celebrate all over. They sell all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's say it was Mother's Day around the world this past Sunday. What'd you do on Sunday, Taz?
Oh man, you know me. I mean, it's Mother's Day. It was Mother's Day. I'm always working. I'm always in the grind. I'm always show prepping. I'm always preparing for all of these opponents in the world. It's always AEW all the time for me.
And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing 201 pounds, Captain Sean Dean.
I mean, I humbly say my wife is the greatest mom of all time, I will say. I hope it felt like a great Mother's Day for her. I know it seemed like it was. So.
Well, I want to wish a happy Mother's Day, belated happy Mother's Day to not only Mama Taz, but all the mothers around the world. Hope you enjoyed your
It's not
your
Mama
Sunday.
Taz. It's not Mama Taz. You probably should have said Hook's mom. That might have made more sense, right?
Yeah, actually, that's true. Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Mama Hook.
Mama Hook. There you go. That makes me Hook Classic, I guess. So. Oh, jeez.
Taz, you know what? After 3 years, AEW is finally returning to Las Vegas, Nevada on the road to Double or Nothing. First on Wednesday, May 25th at the AEW Dynamite, and Friday, May 27th at AEW Rampage. Both events taking place at the Michelob Ultra Arena at Mandalay Bay. Tickets for each event start at $29 plus fees and are available right now at AEWTIX.com and AXS.com.
A good shoulder block there by the captain, Sean Dean, with a little salute as the guys on the mat. Okay.
Trip there attempted by Serpentico. Serpentico comes in. Sean Dean, arm drag, takes Serpentico over. Japanese-style arm drag. And the drop kick by the captain takes down Serpentico. Serpentico can't wait to be back.
Yeah, where you want to go? Where are we going back to? Where?
I was going to say we can't wait to be back in Las Vegas later this month. I mean, it's going to be a huge road to Double or Nothing, and that Double or Nothing itself, the big pay-per-view event coming your way Sunday, May 29th, live on pay-per-view from the sold-out T-Mobile Arena.
Well, I might. Who knows? Hopefully I'm at Double or Nothing. I mean, because I'm going to be in Vegas a little early, maybe if I have some things I got to take. Because I'm going to probably drop thousands upon thousands of dollars at the casino. That's what I do. So.
Well, and I mean, also Team Taz Dojo West.
Yes, the West Coast.
You got to check in on your investment. Yeah.
I have to. Kidding me?
And cover here by Sean Dean. Are you going to take the hover jet there?
No, the helicopter. Just takes like an hour. Just an hour. It's quick.
It's a turbocopter.
Yeah, I got the big propeller. You know. That's huge propeller, bro. Wow, look at this reversal here by the Serpentico.
Sean Dean elevates up and over the top of Serpentico. and charges in, but eats the boot of the captain. And oh, look at this Luther.
Big Luther. Oh, yeah, big Yahtzee. Yes. Look at Luther, he loves it. Yes. He's got so much rhythm. That's funny.
That Luther's a regular Chalance Royale.
Yeah, Luther, you crazy man. Psycho man.
Did you notice Luther's been wearing a polo to work as of late?
Yes, it's got a big, one of those weird logos on it, those circle with the X across it. But yeah, it's interesting polo.
Yeah, that means Chaos Project is becoming more and more organized. They've got Chaos Project polos made. It's bizarre.
Yeah, they got a whole merchandise line.
It's available right now at shopaew.com. Uh-oh.
Oh, they got the cap on. Oh, man.
It's thrown it to the barricade.
Oh, Luther's in great shape, by the way.
Yeah, Luther's dropped a couple pounds. He's looking good. But oh, look at that spine of the captain.
You know why he stopped? He stopped. Luther started interrupting while you're talking. He stopped eating corn. That's what Luther told me. He used to eat like 10 to 12 corn on the cob ears a day. So all of those type of carbs break down to sugars in your body. He stopped eating all the years of corn. That's what he told me.
I mean, he still eats the can of cream corn, though. Oh, cover here, too? No.
He loves cream corn, Serpentico, and Luther. But we were talking about Luther.
I know that Serpentico actually likes the southwestern salsa, with the corn.
Yeah, he dips corn dogs in it. He loves corn dogs with salsa.
A lot of corn talk in this match, guys.
It's corny.
Oh! Sean Dean, left and right, and now, kick to the knee, takes down Serpentico.
Here we go, kick. Uh-oh.
Oh, thrust kick lands, courtesy of Serpentico. And now the far leg is hooked, too. No.
That was a deep cover right there, but not enough. And Luther feels like it's free if you don't hear him screaming.
Serpentico, snap suplex. And now Serpentico, is he going to go for a 630 senton?
It wasn't a textbook throw. It was whatever, let me stop.
Did I say textbook?
He's going to go 630. No, not you. Luther did. He's going 630 here. I think you're right. Maybe 420? No, that's not now.
Wrong guy, Taz. Diving foot stomps. And the captain, big back body drop.
Whoa. Yeah, definitely a big back body drop. Hard landing. Both these men are down. I'm going to take this moment to say, Excalibur, I think on a side note, unrelated to this match, I'm thinking about buying a submarine. I just want to get that out there to the public. So take it from there, down the road, we'll talk about it.
Well, maybe you tipped your hand. You shouldn't have announced that publicly because submarine prices are going to skyrocket.
True, but the captain's in the ring. Okay, he understands submarine, so I could talk to the captain. He probably can get me one used.
Was he a submarine captain? I thought he was a surface vessel that he was on.
Same thing, it's a vessel, it's a boat.
Okay. Serpentico gets an elbow to the back of the head. Captain Sean Dean, 2. No. Wow.
That's how it's done.
All right, listen. We've seen Jungle Boy use a very similar move, that sliding back elbow.
It's the exact move.
Well, yeah, I was trying to be, diplomatic about it. But usually Jungle Boy, better results on it, though.
Yeah. Sliding elbow to the back of the head.
And the boot up by Serpentico knocks back the captain, Sean Dean. And Serpentico with a leaping flatliner. The cover. And no, Sean Dean kicked out.
Whoa, he's pissed.
Oh. Wow.
Oh my God.
Luther,
wow,
take
Luther,
that back, Luther.
Much.
That's
that's not nice. That's definitely. I mean, I've had my issues with refs. I hate all of them here in this company, but still.
Oh, you're saying Luther bomb.
I think
he was saying
he wants a Luther bomb.
I thought he was saying what the F, not Luther bomb.
No, not here in Orlando. They don't talk about that.
Not here in the shadows of Hagrid's motorcycle race. Well, Luther, look at this, holding on to the captain.
What's going on here? Oh my God.
The captain with the waist lock. They're rolled through by Serpentico. Serpentico, the thrust kick, blocked by the captain, Sean Dean. The captain looking for the backslide. 1, 2. Now the captain pulls in Serpentico, and he does the deal. The captain, Sean Dean, floats over, hooks the leg, and scores the win.
The winner of this match, Captain Sean Dean.
Well, Luther wasn't the only one screaming, "What the F," after that one, Taz. All right. Tag team action coming up next here on AEW Dark. Lee Johnson, Brock Anderson with Arn Anderson in their corner. Coming up next.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied by the Enforcer, Arn Anderson, at a combined weight of 409 pounds, the team of Big Shotty Lee Johnson and Brock Anderson.
One of the great young tag teams here in AEW, Lee Johnson and Brock Anderson. They've got a heck of a coach in AA, Arn Anderson, Taz.
Absolutely. On a wizard in the world of no disrespect to Chris Jericho, because he's the wizard now. Guys get different gimmicks every month, but I digress. Yeah, Arn Anderson, a legendary figure in our industry, an icon, knows it all.
Their opponents at a combined weight of 435 pounds, the team of Victor Chase and Julio Cruz, Brick City Boys.
That is Victor Chase in the back, Julio Cruz in the front.
Red boots. Red boots
for
how we want to.
For Julio Cruz. And he's going to start things off with Big Shotty Lee Johnson here tonight on AEW.
Oh, hold on a minute here. He's got to start to interrupt you when he's speaking again. Lee Shotty's got a weightlifting belt on.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, he was wearing that on Dynamite a couple weeks back in the huge 10-man tag team match against the Undisputed Elite. And speaking of Dynamite, tomorrow night, Dynamite Live at 8/7 Central on TBS. Not only will we kick off the Owen Hart Foundation men's and women's tournaments, we will also have an FTW championship match. Ricky Starks looks to defend against Jungle Boy. The contract signing for MJF and Wardlow, and the Jericho Appreciation Society will have a victory speech, Taz. A victory speech.
Looking forward to it, I guess. We'll see what happens. Everyone needs to appreciate Chris Jericho, including the people in his society. So right now, Lee Johnson and Brock are working on the left arm of Mr. Cruz. And smart, keep the man in the corner, and frequent tags.
Brock Anderson driving the point of the elbow into the back of the elbow, or maybe even the tricep of Julio Cruz. Now looking to wrench that shoulder out of socket, but Cruz breaks down the grip and makes a desperation tag out to Victor Chase.
Yeah, well, the game plan that they were putting on Cruz is Anderson 101. They'll work on that arm, you know. Not that they invented it, but the Andersons have made that very popular for years. So Brock and Lee took that on, I guess.
Victor Chase back at Brock Anderson up to the corner. Oh, back elbow by Brock to Julio Cruz. But swinging a miss by Victor Chase. And Brock Anderson.
Tough right there. Tough win.
Yep. Falls victim to the hot shot on the top rope. The tag is made. Julio Cruz, now the legal man once again. Delivers the elbow to the shoulder, to the midsection. Enziguri there by Victor Chase. Brock Anderson in some trouble here. I think Brock could use a tag.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Now Chase, the legal man. Oh, Brock lands on his feet. Ducks
get
under.
there you go. Good job.
Makes the tag out to Big Shotty Lee Johnson. And Big Shotty taken out Victor Chase, the back elbow, then the neck breaker to Julio Cruz. Big shot, Lee Johnson building up some momentum here. Sends Victor Chase to the ropes. No, Victor reverses. Lee able to elevate up and over, rolls through, boot to the midsection. Big shot. Now that was an interesting move there, Taz. It was almost like a suplex, but it was just almost like a headlock takeover. But the Falcon Arrow, no, Lee Johnson very nearly got the victory.
Yeah, now Cruz, went for a clothesline, didn't work.
And Brock Anderson comes in, the spine buster, neutralizing Julio Cruz. And now Lee Johnson, the thrust kick to Victor Chase. And Brock Anderson has got Victor Chase set up. Oh, the gourd buster, the cover, and the win.
The winners of this match, the team of Big Shotty Lee Johnson and Brock Anderson.
Well, good win for the young team there. I'm sure Arn Anderson's very proud.
Another victory here for Lee Johnson and Brock Anderson. And you see Arn Anderson very proud indeed.
Here we go, batten down the hatches because it's going to get a little scary and wild here on Dark. Abadon coming straight at you here on this episode of Dark right now.
The following contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from the Black Hills, Abadon.
Last night on AEW Dark Elevation, Abadon picked up a big victory over Emi Sakura. Can she keep the momentum up here tonight? We will find out in just a few moments as we throw it back down to our colleague. I'm going to actually, you know what, Taz? I'm going to give it 5 seconds.
Yeah, you give it 5, I'll give it 2. I'll give it 2.
Now we throw it back down to our colleague, Tasha Gonzalez.
Her opponent fighting out of Jacksonville, Florida, Vicky Dreamboat.
Vicky Dreamboat's going to have her work cut out for her.
I believe this is Vicky's debut here on Dark, I believe, correct?
Yes, I believe so. And Vicky Dreamboat, the daughter of Chet Dreamboat, former second-string quarterback for the McDaniel College Green Terrors, I believe in the 88-89 season there.
What?
Oh, look at that crossbody. Well, I was going to say the Dreamboat family, very famous. And look at this, Vicky Dreamboat.
Well, no effect to Abadon right there.
2 consecutive cross bodies, but Abadon coming back, boot to the midsection. Elbow strike by Vicky Dreamboat, but Abadon lands the lariat.
Tough landing there for Vicky Dreamboat. Abadon really brought it with that clothesline.
And now Abadon mounting and raining down elbow strikes on Vicky Dreamboat. Oh, Tez, you know what? I was thinking of Steamboat, not Dreamboat. That's
okay.
Thanks, buddy. Oh, Abadon. The driving knees into the corner. Abadon, axe kick to the back of the head of Vicky Dreamboat.
Abadon taking her time, which is smart. She's picking her spots, but shows that quick burst of speed. Well done by Abadon.
Yeah, lays out with that senton. Comes down hard on Vicky Dreamboat. And now Abadon's got Dreamboat hooked up. The Black Dahlia from Abadon floats over. 2, 3, scores the win.
The winner of this match, Abadon.
Well, Abadon just chalks up another victory, and ever so scary and deadly in the middle of that ring.
Yeah, Abadon with yet another win here on AEW Dark, building up momentum, is the Living Dead Girl, Abadon. Singles action coming up next as Trip Jordy makes his debut against the Andrade family offices. Jora Joel will have Angelico in his corner.
The following contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Accompanied to the ring by Angelico, representing the AFO from Punjab, India, weighing 229 pounds, Jora Joel.
Jora Joel set for one-on-one action here, and you see Angelico borrowing a little bit of style from the Blade with the, the handkerchief, the gator, whatever you want to call it, over the mouth. The AFO really showing a lot of synergy here.
And his opponent from Anarchy, Iowa, weighing 173 pounds, Trip Jordy.
Wow, Trip's a very happy young man, huh?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the hell he's got to smile about, Taz.
Yeah, I don't know. You got to deal with Jora Joel. He's a tough, strong young athlete.
And AEW.
Hear that guy over here to my left just yell out, "Do your best, Trip." That was funny.
Hey, you know what? Maybe that little bit of motivation is going to help Trip Jordy, Taz. We don't know.
We'll see, but right now, you don't know. We don't know.
Pro wrestling
I have a good idea. That
is all about the intangibles. And speaking of pro wrestling, AEW will be making our debut in the great state of California, specifically Los Angeles, at the fabulous Kia Forum on Wednesday, June 1st, and then we'll also be making our debut in Detroit, Michigan, at the Little Caesars Arena, right downtown off of Woodward, on Wednesday, June 29th. Tickets available right now, AEWTIX.com and Ticketmaster.com. Trip Jordy just getting thrown all over the ring here.
Yeah, well, I think that Jora Joel's trying to send a message. He's throwing him over the top there. He's not dipping into a big back arch, just using all that muscle mass he has and power to get him over.
Yeah, Jora Joel, definitely a powerful physique. We've seen him pass it. Oh, look at that, a powerful right hand to the head of Trip Jordy.
And we think that's in Angelico, or in the words of William Regal, Angelico. I heard him say that on Dynamite. What the? The J is silent, Mr. Regal. Okay, your lordship.
I mean, it's even more silent because there's no J in Angelico. It's a G. But I digress.
That's right. That's funny. Oh my God, that's great.
Who brought him here? Who brought him here, huh?
And Trip Jordy in a lot of trouble here. As Jora Joel, actually a lot of J's in this match, Taz. Got Jora Joel, Trip Jordy.
It's all about the J, yeah. Yeah, and then you know, you got the referee. Mike Posey.
Yeah, Michael J. Posey.
Michael J. Posey.
Oh! Trip Jordy delivers a drop kick. And Jora Joel, wild swing and a miss. Uh-oh. Jora Joel has Jordy up on the shoulders in a very precarious position. Jora Joel drops him with the cutter. And Trip Jordy in trouble here. As Jora Joel, no real urgency there, Taz.
Oh, yeah, he could just kind of do what he wants right now. I guess there's no reason for him to have a sense of urgency, Jora Joel, but he's... Oh, he ran into that boot, though.
The high boot, now Trip Jordy coming off the middle rope. Jora Joel, once again, the strength on display. Catches Trip Jordy. And now up on the shoulders. Jora Joel sits out. And he's not done yet. Wow, Trip Jordy struggling to his feet. And Jora Joel. Big pump kick drops Trip Jordy. And Angelico gives the seal of approval, saying that is it, and he is right. Jora Joel victorious.
All right.
The winner of this match, Jora Joel.
Good job by Jora Joel.
Yep, picking up the victory here tonight for the Andrade family office.
Here we go, on Dark. One-on-one action, ladies action. Kiera Hogan against Skye Blue. This should be a good one, Excalibur. Let's do it. Let's go.
The following contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Chicago, Illinois, Skye Blue.
Skye Blue from Chicago, Illinois, one of the popular young competitors here in the AEW Women's Division, will be returning to Chicago, Illinois in the United Center just a couple weeks, and excited about that one. But before we get to that, let's turn our attention back to this match.
And her opponent, accompanied by Red Velvet from Hotlanta, Kiera Hogan.
Kiera Hogan, Red Velvet, and of course Jade Cargill, they make up the baddies. And Jade Cargill, of course, the undefeated TBS champion. Red Velvet will be competing in the Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament. She'll be meeting Hikaru Shida in the quarterfinal round. And Kiera Hogan set to go one-on-one with Skye Blue here tonight on AEW Dark.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it should be a pretty good match here between these two ladies, and Hogan's real good, as is Skye Blue, so let's see how this thing goes. Skye Blue got the upper hand right away, though.
Yeah, Skye Blue coming out of the gates of that drop kick in the corner. Big elbow strike. Knocks Kiera Hogan back into the ring, and now Skye Blue up to the top. Oh, no, I thought it was going crossbody, but instead came down on her feet. Another arm drag there, takes over Kiera Hogan. And Kiera Hogan bails out, trying to look for a little reset here, Taz.
Yeah, that was smart. And see Red Velvet trying to tell Kiera, just regroup here for a second. If you can break someone's momentum, that's very important. And we just saw that by Kiera Hogan with Skye Blue.
Kiera Hogan running laps around the ring, and look at this, Red Velvet behind the referee's back, grabbing the boot of Skye Blue, but it allowed Kiera Hogan to get the kick and then the neck breaker across the ropes.
You're right, that opening was enough for Kiera to capitalize.
Cover, just a 2 count. Skye Blue able to kick out, and a reminder that Rampage this Friday night at a special time. Check your local listings. We will see the TNT Championship on the line. Scorpio Sky looks to defend against his former tag team partners, former AEW World Tag Team co-champion Frankie Kazarian, and the Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament quarterfinal matchup. Riho will take on Ruby Soho. All of that and so much more this Friday on Rampage.
Nice, just running kick right there to the face by Kiera Hogan.
Now the leg is hooked. Skye Blue able to kick out once again. Kiera Hogan, a little bit of frustration on her face. Red Velvet on the outside, telling her partner to calm down.
Yeah, let's see what Hogan's got. Maybe a big vertical suplex, snap suplex.
Now leg hook once again. If Luther was at ringside, he would have called that textbook, Taz.
That one was pretty much textbook, though, but I hear you.
Yeah, nice snap suplex there by Kiera Hogan, but nice elbows to the midsection by Skye Blue, trying to fight her way back up to a vertical base. The whip into the ropes, reversed by Kiera Hogan, and now, look at this. Oh, cutthroat. It's like a cutthroat lung blower, too. No, Skye Blue able to kick out once again.
Yeah, and Hogan can't believe it. Red Velvet on the outside can't believe it. Oh, Paul Schaefer, a lot of people yelling at him on air, off air. He's always getting yelled.
Show me what you got, Skye. Show me what you got.
No relation to Paul Turner, the referee. He's
no,
a band
Turner,
leader.
The guy, he was David Letterman's band leader.
Yeah,
Paul Schaefer's our referee.
He's the referee,
we've been misidentifying Paul Schaefer this entire time. Double boots caught by Kiera Hogan. Oh, Skye Blue lands the thrust kick.
Good job by Skye Blue. Whoa!
Running knee strike. Skye Blue using that bottom rope as a launching point, and then the thrust kick block. Oh, that Skye Blue comes around the corner. The enziguri, and very nearly Skye Blue scoring the win.
You see Skye Blue literally thinking, what am I going to do next? I got something in mind, so let's see what she's going to do.
Skye Blue making the climb to the top rope. Kiera Hogan very unsteady on her feet. Oh! Wow.
That might be it.
Kiera Hogan countered to, and Skye Blue able to kick out.
Yeah, Kiera can't believe that she didn't get the 3 there.
Yeah, Kiera Hogan absolutely blasted Skye Blue with that thrust kick. And now Kiera goes into the ropes. And oh, wait a second. Ooh. Red Velvet, again from behind the referee's back, the roundhouse kick. Kiera Hogan hooks the leg and steals the win.
The winner of this match, Kiera Hogan.
Well, you definitely got to give an assist to Red Velvet on the outside, but that's what baddies do for each other. They take care of each other, watch each other's backs.
Yeah, you got to keep your eyes on the baddie section at all times because you never know what's coming for you. Kiera Hogan scores the win tonight on Dark. Tag team action coming up next here on AEW Dark, representing New Japan's LA Dojo. Kevin Knight and the DKC take on Nick Camarado and Aaron Solo of the Factory.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, representing the LA Dojo at a combined weight of 365 pounds, the team of Kevin Knight and DKC.
They see Kevin Knight in the front, DKC up on the apron. And these two men, part of New Japan Pro Wrestling's LA Dojo training under the great Katsuyori Shibata. And they are making their debut here tonight on AEW Dark, but they're going to have their work cut out for them against the Factory. The Factory, who have been crossing through the Forbidden Door, appearing on New Japan Strong as of late.
And their opponents, accompanied to the ring by QT Marshall and the Factory, at a combined weight of 485 pounds, the team of Aaron Solo and Nick Camarado.
That big brick back there?
That's Brick Aldridge, and that's the other guy's QT's top student that Hook beat up a few months ago.
Oh, yeah. Look at this. Look at here. All right. I see what's going on here.
Of course, QT Marshall there supporting Aaron Solo and Nick Camarado. And this will be a very interesting matchup because, DKC and Kevin Knight not just representing themselves, but also representing New Japan's LA Dojo, which has had quite a few issues with the Factory as of late.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's been a story I've been keeping an eye on for sure. As you said about the Forbidden Door and about the Factory, QT going over there back and forth or whatever. Pretty interesting.
Blake Lee is that young man's name, Taz.
Yes, I knew that.
Yeah.
Anybody that is dealing with any kind of people that I am friends with or family, I know who they lose to or beat up, I should say.
Just once again, we'd like to wish a happy Mother's Day to Hook's mom.
Thanks. I'll let her know. All right.
Nice single leg there by DKC. And grabs the front chancery on Aaron Solo. And nice, he was controlling the tricep, the elbow of Solo, spun him out and went for a pinfall attempt.
Yeah, what you do is you keep turning the guy, and then you go the opposite way to get behind him. Just the folk style wrestling, just get yourself a couple of points with a, takedown. That'd be a takedown, even though you didn't take him down, it's considered that. But nice double shoulder blocks there by these two young cats.
Kevin Knight went for the pinning predicament. Aaron Solo able to kick out. Solo snatches the side headlock on Knight and sent to the ropes. Kevin Knight goes for the trip, very nearly caught Solo. Leapfrog up and over. Solo splits the uprights there. Swing and a miss. The catch, overhand chop. And Kevin Knight now links the fingers, comes off. Big arm drag. Takes down Aaron Solo. A scoop and a slam. Taz, I'm not sure they're teaching arm drags like that at the LA Dojo.
Yeah, that was well done, and that inverted little twisting splash, but not enough to get Aaron Solo, the veteran, able to kick out. Solo's got to try and get Camarado in this thing by now, I think. He's getting a lot of offense put on him.
Yeah, the team of Knight and DKC building up a lot of momentum, and Solo must have heard you over here from ringside as he makes the tag up to Nick Camarado. And Knight throwing some elbow strikes at Nick Camarado, and Camarado just bullies him over the corner. Oh, one boot and a knee lift by Nick Camarado.
Yeah, Knight giving up a lot of size here to Big Nick, and Nick is a very intense, powerful guy.
Camarado once again charging in. Kevin Knight, big splash. A lot of momentum on that one. Swing and a miss by Camarado. Knight, oh, got shoulder blocked out of midair by Nick Camarado.
Good job right there by the Factory's Nick Camarado. You see QT here on the outside making friends with the people here in Orlando. They hate him. They hate his guts. Everybody hates him everywhere we go.
Well, I was going to say that. I mean, QT Marshall is a celebrity here in Orlando, but nice tag team work there by the Factory. 1, 2, no, just a 2 count. And you know, if you do visit Planet Hollywood here in the Orlando area, make sure you visit QT Marshall's boots on display.
Are they giving us a free meal? Like, I'm not going to promote Planet Hollywood unless I'm getting a voucher to get like a free meal for $40.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Big right hand. And you know what, Taz? I'll have our people look into that.
All right. QT, ex-QT, he's friends with the Planet Hollywood people.
And Aaron Solo keeping the pressure on Kevin Knight. Grabs a front face lock.
People saw what you just did. That's why they reacted like that here at the desk. They saw what you did, Excalibur.
Yeah,
you stuck your finger in your ear and went ting-a-ling-a-loo. Oh, man. There we go.
Oof!
Uh-oh.
Big backbreaker.
Man, Nick. Yeah. Got him. He's got him here.
Oh, brother.
You can't stick your finger in the ear while you're broadcasting. These people here don't see it. This is the sound stage. Come on.
Camarado holding Kevin Knight open. The boot to the midsection there by Aaron Solo. And so look at this wrenching on the neck of Kevin Knight.
Yeah, good job by Solo. Just controlling it. You got his head, his jaw. You twist it. You talk it. You know, you're going to control wherever he goes. And Knight is right now stuck in the middle here.
And that's that little bit of viciousness that we've seen a lot of these the members of the Factory, is that they're really like to punish, to torture their opponents. As Nick Camarado brings Kevin Knight. Whoa! Just tosses Knight to the outside.
Yeah.
Look at Camarado getting right in the face of DKC. Now Camarado charges in and collides with the ring post.
Oh. That was awkward.
Aaron Solo trying to bring Nick Camarado back up to his feet. It's no small task.
He's a giant man.
Kevin Knight. Look at Blake Lee even getting involved.
Yeah. Good job, Blake.
Tag made. DKC and Aaron Solo both legal. Swing and a miss by Solo. And I've never actually heard somebody shout "Hi-ya" when doing chops like that, but it was the first time for everything. DKC sends Solo into the corner and a big elbow strike.
A lot of screaming going on here.
DKC is all fired up. And look at these chops.
Hit him right across the neck area there.
Wow, DKC. Very innovative offense by this young man. Far leg hooked. No, Camarado there to break it up.
Now Knight is going to get some on Camarado. Okay. Double suplex is coming.
Called for the double suplex, but...
Yeah, that's the inexperience, man. You don't call your shot like that with a veteran like Camarado. That's why he was able to counter.
Yeah, Camarado knew what was coming, now makes the tag. He is legal along with DKC, but Kevin Knight now in Camarado's grip. I'm not sure Camarado cares who's legal. He's out here to destroy these two members of New Japan Pro Wrestling's LA Dojo. And, wow, look at this. Kevin Knight, big shoulder tackle. DKC with the cover. 2, no.
Damn.
Swing and a miss by Camarado.
DKC just ducked that. Yeah, good thing he ducked. That's some body chops and slaps. Back spinning chop.
And the tag is made. Nick Camarado, double Irish whip sends him into the ropes. Camarado hangs on. And DKC gets dropped by an elbow. Kevin Knight eats one of his own. The scoop and the slam by Nick Camarado. And now Aaron Solo, the legal man, up to the top. DKC, DKC disrupting the balance. Aaron Solo, shoulder to the midsection. Camarado gets hung out. Big drop kick there by Kevin Knight. Now DKC headed up to the top rope leg lariat, takes down Camarado.
Well, now these two young men here out of the LA Dojo got control.
The tope caught and disrupted by Nick Camarado.
They had control.
Oh, corkscrew kick avoided by Kevin Knight. Knight with the chops. And Kevin Knight charging in. Oh, QT Marshall behind the referee's back, grabs the boot of Kevin Knight, and the corkscrew kick lands for Aaron Solo.
Like it or not, QT, a very smart, crafty veteran. Oh, God.
The giant spear by Camarado. Solo covers and scores the win for the Factory.
The winners of this match, the Factory.
Wow. Kevin Knight and DKC walking through the forbidden door here on Dark, but the numbers just too much for them. The numbers of the Factory allowed Aaron Solo and Nick Camarado to score the win. And speaking of forbidden door,
look at this.
Oh, wait.
Cut that music, please. Y'all don't even know what I'm about to say. Guys, that was a hell of a job. Let's hear it for these guys, right? I mean, we can tell that the LA Dojo has done wonders for guys like you, but I think, and I normally don't ever do this here, especially not here at Universal. But I think if you guys join the Factory, we could really do something for your careers. I mean, think about it. Look at what just happened to these guys, right? These guys are victorious, and I see a lot in you guys, and I just think you need that little bit extra, and that little bit extra is QT. So, what do you say? Do you guys want to join the Factory? Do you people want them to join the Factory? Okay, don't listen to these people. These people are stupid. What do you say? You want to join the Factory?
Oh, DKC and Kevin Knight rejecting the offer from QT Marshall to join the Factory. But the LA Dojo students are just completely outnumbered by Aaron Solo, Blake Lee, Nick Camarado, and Brick Aldridge of the Factory, not to mention QT Marshall there directing traffic. And look at Brick Aldridge and Nick Camarado, the two big men inside the ring with Kevin Knight and DKC, as Solo and Blake Lee on the outside getting a pair of tables. Yeah! This is looking bad for the students from the New Japan Pro Wrestling LA Dojo, as the Factory now positioning the tables, doing a little bit of decorating here as DKC getting rolled out to the apron by Brick Aldridge and Nick Camarado. Uh-oh. This is bad as DKC gets landed, gets driven through two tables, courtesy of QT Marshall and the Factory. And oh no, Kevin Knight was trying to get away, but the number's just too much. It's 5-on-1 right now as Kevin Knight surrounded by the Factory. But look at this, Alex Coughlin, Yuya Uemura, Clark Connors, Carl Fredericks, all members of the New Japan Pro Wrestling LA Dojo coming out to even the odds. Look at this, Coughlin going right after Brick Aldridge. And Clark Connors, Carl Fredericks, and Yuya Uemura cleaning house, coming to the aid of Kevin Knight and DKC. This is far from over between the factory and the LA Dojo. Wow. A very tense scene here at AEW Universal.
They don't love me because I win. Unstoppable. They don't hate me because I lose.
You can't stop, you gotta keep going.
They love me because I get back up. And I fight.
Ripping in the face.
Buckle up.
Tearing in the flesh.
Get ready.
He's willing himself to the top.
We're going on a ride, baby.
AEW Wednesday Night Dynamite at 8 on TBS and anytime on the app.
Here we go, a little one-on-one action. Mr. Raju against Adam Priest. Two guys evenly matched, pretty evenly matched in size. Should be a good match, Excalibur. Know you're looking forward to it, buddy.
The following contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, a man who says his mother calls him son because he shines like one. Rohit Raju.
Yeah. Dasha Gonzalez has said a lot of nice things about a lot of people, but that may be the nicest thing I've ever heard, Taz.
Yeah, my man's got his own little custom intro by the ring announcer. Fancy Dan.
And his opponent already in the ring from Battleground, Alabama, Adam Priest.
We've seen Adam Priest compete here on AEW Dark before. We've also seen Rohit Raju, so this will be a very interesting matchup, as you said, Taz. Both men very, very evenly matched. Who will have the upper hand in this one? And after the events of the previous match, I want to remind everybody that AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, will present Forbidden Door live on pay-per-view Sunday, June 26th from the United Center in Chicago, Illinois. Can't wait for that one. Rohit Raju, though, big shoulder tackle, takes down Adam Priest.
Well, Raju, his mom calls him son because he's always shines. He's shining right now with the double bicep pose.
And Adam Priest goes for the trip once again. Big deep arm drag there by Priest. He faked high, caught Raju with a headbutt in the midsection. And that was a textbook snap suplex, Taz.
Oh, this has been an episode full of snap suplexes. So there's been a lot of them. That was a good one, though.
Raju, roundhouse kick, avoided, but the trip, the trip landed, and now Raju looking to press the advantage, chop to the chest.
And Raju now, he's staying all over Priest. Nice big boots in the belly right there by Raju.
And Taz, I mentioned Forbidden Door. How about what happened last week? The event selling out the United Center in Chicago immediately. Can't wait to get back to Chicago.
That was impressive.
Oh, Fisherman suplex.
Well, it was
no.
impressive. The United Center to sell it out like as we did in collaboration with New Japan and obviously us in AEW. It's awesome. Shows the power of pro wrestling and our fan base in AEW. The New Japan fan base is very cool.
Chop to the chest delivered by Rohit Raju.
Got a double wrist lock there, just turning in a little bit. That is, some people think if it's not turned in, it's not a double wrist lock or it's a Kimura. Kimura and double wrist lock's the same thing. For those that don't know what the hell they're talking about, all right?
And Raju now wrenching back, trying to get the back of Adam Priest's hand up towards Priest's shoulder blades to put even more.
You know what? I'm sorry to interrupt while you're talking again for the 5th time. I should analyze with more of an attitude like I just did. I should do that more, with more of a nasty attitude. It's not too nice.
Hey, you know what, Taz? People love the technique by Taz.
I know.
Oh!
Well, Adam Priest released German there in midair. He didn't really go into an arch, but yeah. All right.
Rohit Raju delivers the downward knee. Oh,
dude, the front of his quads.
My goodness.
It wasn't even his stomach. Oh, man, that hurt. Oh, God. Wow.
Jumping knee delivered by Rohit Raju. And Adam Priest, if he wasn't dazed before, he is about to be as Raju comes off the top, the diving stomps, the far leg hook, and the win for Rohit Raju.
The winner of this match, Rohit
Raju right there. Impressive victory over Adam Priest, Excalibur.
Yeah, Rohit Raju proving that that his mother was correct. He does shine like a sun, and you know what? Happy belated Mother's Day to Rohit Raju's mom as well. He's covering all my bases. Main event time here on AEW Dark. After what we saw earlier, the blindsided attack by Tiger Huas and Cesar Bononi. They will be facing Evil Uno and number 10, Preston Vance.
Your main event is a tag team match set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 465 pounds, the team of Cesar Bononi and Tiger Huas.
As this duo of Huas and Bononi, we've seen it pretty formidable. Cesar Bononi, just with his size and power. Tiger Huas with his mixed martial arts, the jiu-jitsu, and freestyle wrestling background, really present maybe a stylistic nightmare for the Dark Order here tonight in this tag team main event.
And their opponents being accompanied to the ring by the Dark Order, the team of Evil Uno and Dark Order number 10.
Now you see the boss man, -1, alongside John Silver, Alex Reynolds, and Alan Angels, supporting Evil Uno and number 10 ahead of this main event. And speaking of John Silver, tomorrow night on AEW Dynamite, live at 8/7 Central on TBS, Dark Order's Long Island zone, John Silver will go one-on-one with CM Punk. And remember, CM Punk challenging Hangman Adam Page for the AEW World Championship at Double or Nothing. Plus, the Owen Hart Foundation tournaments kick off. The quarterfinal round matchup, Jeff Hardy and Darby Allin going one-on-one. Adam Cole versus Dax Harwood of FTR. Toni Storm takes on Jamie Hayter in a women's quarterfinal round matchup. Plus, Ricky Starks and Jungle Boy for the FTW Championship. MJF and Wardlow will sign their contract. They'll make their match official. And the Jericho Appreciation Society, for some reason, has a victory speech. All of that and so much more tomorrow night on Dynamite.
Gonna be loaded tomorrow night on Long Island. Gonna be a great episode of Dynamite for sure. Right now, Evil Uno trying to slow down that momentum of Huas, I should say.
Yeah, you saw that kick coming in hot from Tiger Huas. That speaks to his capoeira experience. And now number 10 goes for a collar and elbow tie, but Tiger Huas immediately was trying to snatch the left arm of number 10.
Well, the big power man of the Dark Order, number 10, says, hey, bring in the big guy. Bring in this big man from Brazil. Let's go.
Bononi and number 10, Preston Vance, center of the ring. Bononi gets the advantage. Sledge across the spine, and 10 throwing some elbows. Number 10 charges in, shoulder tackle. Both men meet in the center. Neither man coming away with the advantage. Uh-oh, Bononi grabs 10 by the throat, sends him into the corner, and follows up with the clothesline.
That Bononi, he brings a lot of good quickness for a man that's geez, close to 7 foot tall. He's like 6'7", right? 6'8".
But yeah, something like that. But right now, number 10, ooh, diving shoulder tackle takes down Bononi.
Am I exaggerating? You kind of blew me off. How tall is Bononi? He's tall.
I didn't want to correct you on air. He's 6'6".
Okay, that's close to 7 foot. It's close if you're. It's close if you're 6'3", and then you're 6'7" or 6'6". You're close to 7 foot.
Cover here by Uno. No,
I mean the numbers don't lie.
They do not. It is closer to 7 feet than 6'3".
That famous promo was done in this building.
Right about that.
The numbers don't lie. You know what I'm talking about. That was done right here in this building, just so you know.
Oh, number 10, holding Tiger Huas up, and the assist by Bononi, and Evil Uno, and And number 10 going right at Benoni, taking him out of the ring.
Boy, Dark Order getting rid of Benoni.
Tiger Huas sent into the grips. And look at this, once again, Benoni getting involved from the outside. Tiger Huas reverses the weight
Switch
lock.
right there, good switch. A tag now by Benoni. He's legal, Benoni.
Look at this hold. Cesar Benoni, just a leaping stomp to the back of the head.
Good stuff by the big man, by the team.
Cover there, just a 2 count for Cesar Benoni. Taz, I gotta ask, how would you like Jungle Boy as the FTW champion?
I would not, okay? And I hope that doesn't happen tomorrow night on Long Island, okay? I hope that does not happen for the FTW title. I hope Starks can pull it out, and I'm sure he will. I have faith in Ricky. I do.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it last Friday night on Rampage. It got really heated between Jungle Boy and Ricky Starks. Well, covered here by Benoni, too.
Well, Jungle Boy should keep his hands off of what doesn't belong to him. You know, after he blindside attacked Ricky Starks near the announce desk, then he held up the FTW belt. He's lucky I don't file a freaking injunction against him, okay? I'll lawyer up, bro. You know my team.
You know, I know, Dewey Cheatham and Hal as the crossbody caught by Benoni, and Evil Uno, not used to finding himself in this position. The rip breaker, running knee strike there by Tiger Huas. And Huas covers. Just a
Smart,
2 count.
right? Very, very smart right there of Evil Uno.
I mentioned last Friday on Rampage. This Friday on Rampage, be airing at a special time. Check your local listings. We will have the TNT Championship match. The first ever AEW World Tag Team Champions now find themselves competing against one another. Scorpio Sky looks to defend against Frankie Kazarian, plus the Owen Hart Foundation Tournament quarterfinal round matchup, Riho and Ruby Soho. All of that and so much more this Friday on Rampage. Tiger Huas delivers 3 consecutive knees to the midsection. Evil Uno in a tough spot here. And Tiger Huas with the advantage on Uno. Uno, oh, look at that, hammering down on the toes of Tiger Huas.
Smart, right? Very, very smart right there of Evil Uno.
And Uno delivering the elbows to Huas. Huas blocked that one. And look at this, exposing the ribs of Uno and concentrating his attacks on the body. Now, look at a deadlift German suplex by Tiger Huas.
Yeah, I think I do think that some of Uno landed on the head of Tiger right there, to be honest with you.
And look at this, -1 even getting really concerned, climbing up on the apron and, oh, kick to the ankle of Cesar Benoni.
He's baiting him in.
Is Benoni gonna do it?
Don't do it, Cesar.
Oh, what the hell? Evil Uno lands the Enziguri. He's rocked Tiger Huas. And -1 doing a good job of creating an opening for Evil Uno to make the tag out to number 10, Preston Vance.
Yeah, now you look at Big 10 right there, dropping Tiger Huas and all over him here.
10 comes in, big pump kick in the corner. 1 for Benoni as well. Wild swing and a miss by Tiger Huas. Oh, and 10 with the advantage here. Evil Uno now the legal man. Another pump kick by number 10. Uno, high boot to the jaw of Huas. Uno elevated to the outside by his own partner, Spinebuster.
Oh, watch Uno here, watch
Evil
Uno.
Uno.
He's on the top.
Big time senton. 1, 2, no, Benoni there to break it up.
Good break up by Cesar, and now getting rid of Uno. Whoa.
Uno makes the tag out to number 10. The Dark Order team doing a good job of keeping Cesar Benoni on the outside, Taz.
Yeah, no, it's smart. Smart by the Dark. Oh, but look at Cesar just pulled out Uno. Now rising knee strike by Tiger Huas. Wow.
Wow, and now number 10 in trouble. Tiger Huas turned the tables in the blink of an eye. And now Cesar Benoni thinking maybe the catapult into the corkscrew kick. Benoni covers, and no, Evil Uno there to break it up. Tiger Ruas, that speaks to the relative inexperience of Tiger Ruas. He didn't keep his eye on Uno for the break.
Yeah, he was just saying the match is over, but he should have kept his eye, to your point, on Uno.
And the tag is made. Tiger Ruas, the legal man, alongside number 10, Preston Vance, the Dark Order. Oh, swinging a miss by Benoni. Drop kick by Uno sends Benoni crashing into those steel ring steps.
Oh, now Ruas saw that, and he's pissed off at Uno. He should have stayed with 10 right there. He's got a match going on here.
Tiger Ruas slides in right into the discus lariat, courtesy of number 10. And now Ruas in the full Nelson. 10 is ragdolling Ruas, and Ruas forced to tap out.
The winners of this match by submission, Dark Order.
Well, a great victory for Evil Uno and number 10 here tonight in our main event of AEW Dark. And we hope you'll join us tomorrow night for AEW Dynamite live at 8/7 Central on TBS from the UBS Arena on Long Island. We will kick off the Owen Hart Foundation Tournament on Dynamite.
Tomorrow on TBS.
It's gonna be a special night.
The Owen Hart Foundation Tournament kicks off with Darby Allin versus Jeff Hardy and Adam Cole versus Dax Harwood. Plus, Ricky Starks defends against Jungle Boy and MJF and Wardlow's contract signing.
I got a couple conditions, buddy.
AEW Wednesday Night Dynamite live tomorrow at 8 on TBS.